Rothlisberger.
Hi everyone, and I'm Naomi Bamgboshe.
And this is the Bamgboshe Happy Hour Super Bowl special. How are you, Ma? What's up?
Great. Just very excited, anticipating a great game, and congratulations to both teams.
Yeah, well, I'm really excited for the Super Bowl. The Super Bowl, like I said, is one of my favorite quote-unquote holidays, so I really just can't wait to see what happens. I'm excited for the game. I'm excited for the drama. I'm excited for, obviously, the halftime show with Kendrick Lamar and SZA. And I heard, that Kendrick has another special surprise. Now, some people are saying that the special surprise might be Janet. We don't know if that's true or not, because he has a song called Poetic Justice where he uses a sample from some of Janet's music.
Wonderful.
So we'll see. We don't know if that's true or not.
What if it's Drake?
Well, we know it won't be Drake. That we know. That we know. Okay.
Okay.
All right, Ma, would
wonderful.
you start us off with a toast? This is a toast for the Super Bowl, so.
Okay. Well, the only thing I can say is congratulations to all the teams and both of the teams and the wonderful entertainers. And guys, let's have a great game. Continued success, health, wealth, long life, prosperity, and total happiness to the Super Bowl teams and Kendrick Lamar and SZA. Salud.
Salud.
Long toast, right?
Yes. That's actually very tasty. Okay. Mm-hmm. All right, so before we get into the fun stuff, I thought I'd start off with Kanye. So on Friday, Kanye, whatever the hell his name is, posted a series of anti-Semitic comments praising Hitler, saying, in one, I'm going to normalize talking about Hitler the way talking about killing ends has been normalized. Other posts include calling Hitler so fresh and writing, I love Hitler. In another post, he said, I can say Jew as much as I want. I can say Hitler as much as I want. Matter of fact, I do say it when I want. He also called out Elon Musk for making that gesture. He said, when I say called him out, it seemed like he praised him. Elon stole my Nazi swag at the inauguration. Yo, my guy, get your own third rail. Then he also said, slavery is a choice and all white people are racist. I have dominion over my wife. And he also begged Donald Trump to free Diddy from jail. Please free my brother Puff. All these celebrity N's and B's is pussy. Y'all watch out. Our brother rot. Y'all watch our brother rot and never say shit. So those were the I guess the majority of the posts. He had many other ones, but those are the big ones. Any thoughts on that, Ma?
Kanye's mental health continues to deteriorate. That's what I have to say. I'm finished. I don't even want to give that whole conversation specifically energy.
Okay.
My belief is that his mental health continues to worsen, continues to deteriorate, and that's how I feel.
It's really hard to comment on Kanye because it obviously there is some severe mental health issues, but I'm also of the belief there are people who have very bad mental health issues, but they're not always mean and angry and just like vicious and aggressive and racist. So I really just don't know what to say. He needs help. He clearly doesn't seem to be on his meds. And, anyone that's around him, I don't think that they are doing him any justice if they could possibly help him. Other than that, I'm just sick of Kanye. I really don't want to hear anything else about him, except I hope he gets help.
Okay.
And sad.
It saddens me, and I hope my brother gets some help before he continues to do things that are just really even more destructive.
Why do you have to say my brother, Ma?
Well,
why do you have to say my
Kanye.
brother?
Well, why can't I say he is a brother to humanity?
Okay.
Because he's a man.
Because
I could say my sister.
Because he doesn't.
It's just an expression.
He just,
No, I didn't mean necessarily ethnically.
He doesn't seem to care for women too much. He doesn't seem to care for black people.
But if you accept the fact that something is seriously wrong with him,
yeah,
you have to have some empathy.
I have empathy to
doesn't mean that he isn't spewing all sorts of cruel things, but to our knowledge, he hasn't actually killed anyone.
No,
or even assaulted anyone. To me,
he needs help.
Mostly,
but he also has a platform, and he also has resources to get help.
Well,
so there's that part.
Well, nobody said help wasn't available. That's even more pathetic. That so much help is available, and somehow or another, he's able to avoid it, to not get it. Which is even more pathetic, and it speaks loud about our society. What's going on? Like you said, who's surrounding him? Who's he listening to? Who's not giving a damn about him? Oh, okay. We can go on with that forever.
Yeah, we can go on. Let's move on. Irv Gotti. Ashanti recently shared a heartfelt message on Instagram following the death of Irv Gotti at the age of 54, the co-founder of Murder Inc., who played a pivotal role in her career. She referred to Irv as a musical genius who had the unique ability to push her to her best. His death, which occurred in New York City on Wednesday, was met with sadness from Ashanti, who reflected on their complicated history. Now, she expressed disbelief and sorrow. She mentioned that they hadn't been on the best of terms in recent years, but despite the tension, she wrote, "I will forever be grateful for everything you've done for me," emphasizing the positive contributions he made to her life and career. So we know that Irv Gotti had opened up about him and Ashanti's relationship when he was on Drink Champs, and Ashanti responded clarifying several years ago that their relationship had never been serious in the way Gotti described it, and she accused him of harboring resentment after he lost control over her career. But she, despite all the struggles, she posted that she was sending prayers and love to Gotti's family, and she said, "Rest well, rest in peace, Irv." So, I think that that
was very gracious,
very classy, and
right. Absolutely, right. Absolutely,
right.
As she has carried herself with throughout,
yeah. Let Irv rest in peace, and Ashanti said it well.
Yeah.
Who did not say it well was 50 Cent, who made some controversial Instagram posts about Irv Gotti. 50 initially made a harsh comment saying, "I'm smoking on that Gotti pack," but he did soften it when he said, "Nah, God bless him," but then he finished it off with, "Laugh out loud." We know that there's no love lost between the two. They've had a long-standing feud dating back to 1999, starting with a robbery involving Ja Rule, a Murder Inc. artist, and their clash continued over the years, including a fight in 2000. Irv's health had been declining in recent years. We know that he was a diabetic. We also know that he had a stroke and other poor health habits. So I don't really know if there's anything else to add on to that, except 50. It would just be nice if he wasn't always fighting with everybody he seems to pick a fight with. The man is dead. You can't fight with someone who's gone. So, I don't know. Any thoughts on 50?
As I've said many times in the past, when, 50 has either laughed and made fun of someone who was going through tough times and so forth, as much as 50 has done that in the past and he continues to do it, my concern is for 50. Doesn't he believe in karma? 50 has a family, he has children, and so forth. Doesn't he understand that bad things can happen to any of us at any time, and we should not rejoice in the misfortune of others? So I don't like that. I do like, that 50 is very industrious and, is enjoying a great deal of success. I do not like it that he always seems to be spewing venom toward other people. in particular when they aren't doing well or going through whatever, tragic events
He
that may
seems
be
to jump
occurring in
on
their
it.
life.
He seems to jump on that aspect. Yeah. Sorry.
No, there's no sorry. So I don't like that 50 does that, and it will never make sense to me. So 50, if you think that's going to work for you, then that's up to you. To me, I think it's a bad idea, and I do believe in karma. Apparently 50 does not. So that's all. Nothing new with him. Nothing new. It's always something negative and nasty. What would be a novelty is if he said something kind and caring. So I'm sure he has that ability. But why isn't that the thing that we think of first when we think of 50? It's very predictable that he's going to say something mean.
Yeah. And it's not funny. I don't know if he thinks he's in comedy, but it's not funny. And he was fighting with Meech too. He was fighting with Little Meech because Little Meech's father took a picture with Rick Ross
and maybe some money too from Rick Ross or something.
Rick Ross gave Meech some money because he was out of the jail and it's hard for him to get a job, and Rick Ross hooked him up.
He was getting himself reacclimated to society.
Right. So. Okay, moving on to another beef, but this one is a lighter beef. Taylor Swift and Blake Lively. Taylor Swift reportedly feels used by Blake Lively in her ongoing conflict with Justin Baldini, particularly resenting Blake referring to her as one of her dragons and allegedly leveraging her name for personal gain. The tension stems from a heated meeting at Blake and Ryan Reynolds' New York City penthouse, where Justin felt ambushed by Taylor's unexpected appearance. Although Taylor was unaware of the meeting, she only met Justin briefly and expressed excitement about the movie. Taylor now believes Blake timed the meeting to make her appear involved in the drama. Additionally, Taylor has learned that she has been inappropriately leveraging her name, throughout with different circumstances. So she just feels used, and she will not have Blake Lively in her box at the Super Bowl.
Okay.
So I don't know if you have anything to add with that, because Blake Lively just is on a rampage.
Yeah, I'm simply going to say, we never really know all of the ins and outs, obviously. But from my perspective, it looks like Blake Lively continues to shoot herself in the foot. Mm-hmm. And she needs to stop it because it has taken a turn. It's boomeranged. She aimed it at, what's his name, Justin. Yeah, well, Justin, it seems as if he's going to get justice.
Right.
Yeah. And I think if she could take it all back, she might. Because you can start the ball rolling, but you never know which direction it's going to go in. Yeah. So when you start these feuds and you start these lawsuits and, then guess what? People, then you have counter lawsuits and so on and so forth. You really lose control of the narrative sometimes. So you need to think about all that when you start. Because I think she made much ado over nothing. And now it's reached a point to where people are looking at her and saying, you seem entitled, you seem like a bully, you seem like a liar, you seem like a whole lot of things that are not good.
And then now they're looking at Ryan Reynolds and they're starting to say bad things about him.
Right, because you're co-signing on your wife's bad behavior.
Right.
And even though you love her, you're not supposed to be out here encouraging her in doing the wrong thing.
Right.
So, oh well.
Okay. I'm sure we'll have some more to report.
And you don't want to pull in your friend. Taylor's not in that, and she's a huge star and public figure, so you want to kind of leave her out of it.
Right.
Out of your petty nonsense.
Right.
So... not good. Just not good all the way around.
Okay. So let's move on, to something that is positive. Well, it depends on how you look at it, because I think that it had a very positive outcome ending. That is Harlem, season 3 finale. It is, when I say season 3 finale, the series finale actually, where we wrapped up Angie, Ty, Quinn, and Camille. First off, for Angie and Mike, Angie and Mike officially break up in the finale. You know, they had their ups and downs, but it seemed as though they weren't meeting each other where they needed to be. It seemed as though Mike was, you know, really involved in pursuing his real estate career.
Correct.
And Angie wanted to pursue her acting and showbiz career, and they just never seemed to be on the same page. And, you know, it really, I thought was really silly. I don't know what you thought. When Malcolm Lee offered Angie a role in his movie, and Mike, her fiance at the time, automatically turned it down when there seemed to be like a conflict in the wedding date and the movie shooting date. And I thought that that wasn't his place to do that.
No, that should have been a conversation that the two of them had.
Right.
You know, and he just was a completely dictatorial.
Right.
And he just shut it down, and he knows how excited she is about this opportunity.
Right.
And how often is it that you know, you can hear a whole lot of things, but it's not very often that the actual director of the project is going to say something to you. So, you know, that's pretty much a guarantee.
Right.
That, you know, that you're going to, you know, have a wonderful opportunity. And for your loved one, your partner, just to, you know, shut it down, you know, because you can't shift some dates. You could make the dates earlier or later or whatever.
And it didn't really make sense in line with his, well, it made sense that he wanted her to be a stay-at-home wife, but he didn't seem to be that crazy about this whole big wedding in the first place. Why they couldn't just go to the justice of the peace and have you know, another ceremony later on.
Exactly what I was thinking. And you saying later on they could have gone to the justice of the peace and done it sooner.
Well, the justice of the peace soon.
Yeah.
But I mean the actual
the whole big
later.
wedding thing, right?
Yeah.
But if they're talking about getting married, we can get married and then we'll have our big party later. But you know, they never seem to hook it up that way.
No.
Very rarely, you know, and which is not good, because these people are equating the actual ceremony, the actual marriage, with the party, and it's not the same, you know. And too often, you know, they're saying, well, we can't do one without the other. That's not true.
Well, you know, it's funny because you know, on a personal level, that I know, 3 of my husband's friends, they went to the justice of the peace and got married. They weren't, you know, worried about all of that.
Right.
You know, they had their engagement ring,
yes,
but they said what's important to me is my
union,
partner,
my
husband, my wife.
Yes. And that is the way, in theory, it should work.
And there's nothing wrong with having a big wedding, but sometimes it's just not conducive to everybody's life to have that big wedding at that time.
Absolutely.
But you can get married anytime.
But the wonderful thing about it with the Angie and Mike, the wonderful thing about it is that they probably know that they were going in separate directions anyway.
Right. So, but she had her happy ending in that she was getting her big role in a movie, and it seemed as though her movie and acting career was going to be promising. So that was good.
Right. And I'm sure he will have his happy ending when he finds a more submissive wife.
Yeah. And he turned, like, he didn't seem as nice anymore.
No, he was very supportive and sweet in the beginning, and then all of a sudden when focus was on her and she started to actually see some public success, you know, then it became an issue.
It was too real.
Yeah.
Moving on to Quinn and Seth. Now, Quinn, you know, was Seth, aka Kofi. He just seemed like the perfect man until one night he's on the phone talking to this woman, talking about, I love you, that apparently is his other partner, and so he, you know, was in a open relationship or poly relationship, however you want to say it, but he didn't feel that he could be monogamous, and Quinn had always believed in monogamy, but then she was starting to doubt herself and wondering if she would ever get the lifestyle that she wanted. So she agreed to meet with the other woman that he was in a relationship with, but when the woman went into all details about her sex life and all this other stuff, it became a little too real for Quinn, and Quinn realized that she would be settling, and this wasn't something that could work for her. But she did decide that she wanted to have a baby, and she was ready to have a baby as a single mom, but then she meets her ex-lover, who happens to be female.
Right.
And we don't know what will happen with that, but you never know.
Right.
Because they were actually, friendly and good with each other. And we see that Quinn is bi or fluid or whatever.
Yeah.
But I thought it was an interesting plot line, but it was good that Quinn knew her worth and that she wasn't going to be
absolutely,
a side,
absolutely,
not a side, whatever,
absolutely,
an additional person. In his life.
What Quinn looked at that the potential sister wife or sister girlfriend or whatever.
Yeah.
And when she pulled out the results of her tests, all these different tests for STDs, right, and so forth, and she wanted to know the history of this one and that one and what the rules were and all that. Quinn is like, no, you know what? It's way too messy and complicated for me. No, my life can't be about that. Sorry. And Quinn cut the meeting short. She bolted out of there because it was just very distasteful for her. And she didn't want to deal with it. And that's just the way it went down. And to thine own self be true. And I loved it for that. And it was wonderful. She ran into the Isabella, I think was
that's her name.
Yeah, was the her former, well, not really girlfriend, but her former friend, I guess.
They were romance.
She was really like a lover, like an ex-lover,
Yeah.
And whatever all happened between the two of them, it was basically a very pleasant relationship.
Right. And they were both meeting at a single mom's meeting, which meant they
had
both
that in common.
Yeah,
Right.
So I like that.
Yeah, so it had a very pleasant feel to it. It had a feel good feeling about it. Yeah.
So happy ending for her. Then we move on to Ty and Eva. Now, Ty and Eva, we knew that they were going to get together at the beginning of the season because you could see the chemistry. But, Ty, she was, being celibate for, I guess a couple of months.
A minute.
Yeah, right. For her, a couple months is a whole lot.
Right.
But you saw the chemistry between them. They, were getting along. Everything was good. They had a little argument here and there, and they made up. But then when it came time for Ty to actually meet Eva's mom, a.k.a. Robin Givens, she punked out. She said, and the bad part is that she lied about it. She lied and said that she was caught up at the baby shower, but Eva saw her about to come into the restaurant and turn around.
Right. And then get back into the ride and pull off.
Right,
yeah.
right.
Yeah.
But thanks to, Ty being persistent and meeting up with Robin Givens, a.k.a. Eva's mom and everything, the mother convinced Eva to give Ty a second chance, and Ty proposed to Eva.
Right.
And so,
Ty, yeah, wonderful. No, exactly what you said. Ty got her nerve together because Ty was really just being a big punk, and she was letting her fears and insecurities, make a decision for her. Mm-hmm. And it was a decision that she was not happy with, and so she said, well, no, I can't let it go down this way. But of course, what's her name? What's her
Eva?
Yeah. Eva was like not having it. Okay.
Yeah.
Eva also was resistant. Eva would not speak to her. Eva had cut it off. Mm-hmm. So that was another thing that really pushed it, along.
Right.
And I just think it worked well. I think Ty kept thinking about it and decided that, that Eva was worth it. And I loved it. I thought it was very romantic. I thought she made those grand gestures when she went and, made up with the potential mother-in-law.
Yeah.
I thought it was really good, and I liked Robin Givens. Didn't have a big part, but I liked Robin Givens' role.
Part. Yeah,
it was very significant. I liked it a lot. I liked where she was coming from. I liked her attitude. It was good.
Yeah. A happy ending for Ty and Eva. Ty actually really did get married very recently. She's a newlywed. So congratulations to her.
Congrats to Ty.
And finally, we end up with Camille and Ian, and we know that Camille, aka Megan Good, is engaged in real life. Ian is either engaged. What is his name in real life? Why do I
Tyler
Ledley. Yeah. He's engaged in real life, or just got married. One or the other.
Okay.
Anyway, we know Camille was pregnant. She gave birth in this episode. It seemed as though her and Ian were very, very close with each other, and it became back like a romantic spark. And him and Paige was starting to see that there was really no room.
Who's Paige?
Wasn't her name Paige?
Portia.
Oh,
right.
Why am I calling people Paige? It's Portia. You are correct.
Okay.
My bad. I'm making up names now.
That's close enough. Okay.
Portia. I have no idea why I called her that. Well, Portia decided that this wasn't going to be the right relationship with her. She also had frozen additional eggs so that, she can do whatever she needed to do, either as a single woman or somebody with someone else and not him.
Right.
And so she broke up with Ian. And so we know that Ian and Camille eventually were going to move in together. That's, kind of how they ended. The baby was born, a beautiful baby girl who was born about a year old.
Yeah.
But no, just joking. It was a big baby.
Right.
Very cute. But we can see that they were going to, what's the name? Camille was going to move in with Ian in his big, beautiful brownstone. And they were going to, it seems like, probably be a happy family.
Okay.
So, which should have happened all the way from the beginning. Camille was just a big fool. Oh, and her book, I think her book was good. I think she finished
was
the book.
also successful. Right. Yes.
So
a very happy ending.
Yeah.
Very happy ending.
Yeah.
So I like the way they wrapped up the series.
You and I both. I thought they did a really good job. They probably could have gone another season, but if they would have gone another season, they would have dragged out, storyline.
Yeah.
So
it's good when you leave kind of on top.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
Yeah.
Okay, so let's get into some actual NFL sports, guys. So we know the 2025 NFL Honors was hosted by Snoop. But Bill Belichick was the butt of the joke. So he attended the event with his 24-year-old girlfriend. And we know that Bill Belichick is almost 73. Almost a 50-year age gap. Snoop Dogg roasted Belichick during his opening monologue. He says that I've been a football fan for a long, long time. I remember back when the Cowboys were good. I remember back when the Chiefs were bad. And I remember, what was it? Oh, Bill Belichick's girlfriend wasn't even born yet. And so everyone started laughing. I don't know if it was funny or not. I thought it was funny. Bill Belichick and his girlfriend was sitting right up front for everyone to see. So they knew that probably they were going to be the butt of some jokes. Another controversial moment was her outfit, Ma. A lot of people talked about her outfit. She had a torso-bearing silver sequin gown that left little to the imagination. She responded to the criticism on Instagram, saying that her choice was a nod to the Lombardi Trophy, which we know that Belichick has a number of Super Bowl titles. To me, that didn't add up. She also is a former cheerleader. What are your thoughts on her gown, and what are your thoughts on the joke?
Her choice was in bad taste. The joke is in the old. You've been seeing old men with young women, and boom, boom. That was it. Everything,
that was a big
everything was bad. Well, but we've seen it worse. We've seen bigger. We have.
I didn't say we haven't.
So to me, it was a variation on a very old theme, and her choice of attire was in poor taste. It was in cheap, cheesy taste. If she was trying to look classy, she failed. Mm-hmm. If she was trying to look just hoochie down, she did. So that's it.
Hoochie down.
That's it. So then nothing with that. Because you can be classy and sexy all the time. People know that. But that was not her goal. She didn't care. He didn't care. All good. Let him have fun. It was all very tongue-in-cheek to me.
Yeah, to me, I don't know if I would have worn that dress, but I don't think she cares. I think she wants attention. And Bill Belichick, if he was that embarrassed, he wouldn't be with her.
But there you go.
So,
and you really can't touch Belichick at this point. He's more than proven, his merit. So I mean, that he is who he is. He's the godfather of coaches and whatever. That's it. That's all.
Yeah, and he, his pockets are stuffed, like you always say.
There you go. That's it.
Okay, Ma. So let's get into the NFL honors, the actual winners of the NFL honors. So first off, we have the Rookie of the Year, the Offensive Rookie of the Year, which is Jaden Daniels from the Washington Commanders. Now, we know that he's legit. They were a threat to the Eagles, although not so much this playoffs. But he's really good. Has a very promising future.
All right.
Defensive Player of the Year went to Pat Surtain II for the Denver Broncos. Good for him. Congratulations. Saquon Barkley won Offensive Player of the Year. Of course, Saquon could have won or should have won. He also was a nominee for MVP. NFL Comeback Player of the Year went to Mr. Joe Cool, a.k.a. Joe Burrow from the Cincinnati Bengals. He led the league in passing yards and touchdowns this year. Congratulations to him. It was good to see Joe. Also, we have the NFL Defensive Rookie of the Year, which was Jared Verse from the Los Angeles Rams. I did not see the Los Angeles Rams play as much as I wanted to this season, but what I did see, a very good rookie. The Coach of the Year went to Kevin O'Connell from the Minnesota Vikings. I was talking about, I didn't realize how tall he is.
Yeah.
Because, but he was a former quarterback.
Okay.
The Walter Payton of the Year went to Eric Armstead from the Jacksonville Jaguars. Gave a very, very, very touching speech.
Yes, he did.
And finally, the MVP award, which was very, very closely contested, went to Mr. Josh Allen. Now, a lot of people talked about that. There was a lot of controversy surrounding should he have won over Lamar Jackson. It was very close. Extremely, extremely close. I think it could have went to either or. I wouldn't have been mad if it went to Lamar. I'm not mad that it went to Josh. Lamar has won it twice. This is Josh's first time winning it. A lot of people also look at Lamar as, an excellent quarterback, but when it comes to the playoffs, he doesn't do well.
Right.
He hasn't even gotten as far as Josh has gotten, and Josh has not gotten to a Super Bowl yet.
Okay.
So I think that also hurts people when they're voting, even though it's supposed to be a regular season.
You mean it hurts Lamar?
It hurts Lamar.
Yeah.
Right. Now moving forward, I think that was the thinking. But congratulations to Josh. Now, you heard Josh's speech where he thanked everybody, but he really gave a real special shout out to his fiance Haley Steinfeld, and it seemed like he praised her more than anyone, and he's only been with her for almost 2 years.
Yeah, when he mentioned that he wouldn't be there if it wasn't for her, I didn't quite get that.
And he's been playing for 6 or 7 years.
I really didn't quite get that piece of it. I don't know if that meant she woke him up this morning and he wouldn't have made it there on time. I'm not sure she ordered the limo for him to be picked up. I'm not really sure what he meant with that. For sure, he didn't mean without her support he wouldn't have been there. I'm pretty sure because his career totally preceded anything he had to do with her. So I don't know what he was talking about with that. I don't know if he was just feeling happy because they had a wonderful evening or morning or whatever. I don't know where he was going. But, that I think was a little bit of hyperbole in there. Not quite accurate.
Well, she's going to be in the new movie with Michael B. Jordan. So we'll see.
That's good. But I don't think he was thinking of that movie when he said that. No. But anyway.
I don't know. It was just real silly to me.
It really was. It was a lot. People who've been married and with their mates for years don't say that.
No.
So I don't know where he was coming from with that one.
Oh boy. And finally, the Pro Football Hall of Fame class of 2025, we welcome Eric Allen, Jared Allen, Antonio Gates, and Sterling Sharp, also known as Shannon Sharp's older brother. He finally got in, and he said, and Shannon Sharp said that was the first time he ever seen his brother cry when he presented his brother with the award. It was the first time he ever seen him cry.
Oh, wow.
So, and
that was so
he really loves
meaningful.
his brother. Yeah.
Yes, he does. And I might say, well, in the spirit of meanness and being petty, I don't think his brother has the same exercise regimen.
Stop. He's not about that life right now.
Shannon is totally inspirational, okay?
He's doing the best he
let's
could.
just hope that he inspires his brother to, start, exercising.
His brother's doing the best he can with what he's working with.
No, I don't think he is. I don't think he is, daughter. I don't think he's doing the best he can with what he's working with. I think he's doing the least that he can with what he's working with. But okay.
Well, another thing that happened was Eli did not get in this time to the Hall of Fame.
Should he have gotten in on, what do they call this, the first ballot? Should
no.
he have?
Hell to the nah. Hell to the nah. Even though I really like Eli.
Yeah.
But Eli, he's had a lot of luck in his career. Here's the two best things for Eli. Obviously, the 2 Super Bowls. Well, I guess it's 3, so 1, 2. And then the other one is that Eli was an Iron Man. Eli was always reliable. Now, maybe they would have won more if he wasn't as reliable, but he was always there. You had to take Eli out of the game in order for him to not play.
Wonderful for him. And you know what? And I do believe that he will eventually make it.
He will. Yeah. I don't know when, but he will.
Well, nobody knows when, but I think he'll make it. And he is deserving of making it
at some point.
On some level, right.
Right.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so we know that the Super Bowl is taking place today at the Dome in New Orleans.
Okay.
Like we said, so the game kicks off at 6:30 is supposed to be the actual kickoff. It's going to be broadcast on Fox. And here's a few fun facts for everybody. This is the 11th time that New Orleans is hosting the Super Bowl, and this is Super Bowl 59.
Okay.
We know that this is
so they love New Orleans.
They do. And if the Chiefs win, this will be the first time a team has won 3 consecutive Super Bowls.
Okay.
The Eagles have been to 5 Super Bowls.
Oh, okay. Good for them.
But I think that they only won 1.
Well, but that they've been there 5 times is wonderful.
Right. And then the last time that they were there, they only lost by 3 points.
Yeah, against the Chiefs.
Correct.
Yeah, I remember.
So, I don't know. We'll see what happens. Let me see if there's some other interesting things. Okay, so there are 103 active players that will be in the Super Bowl. And the most common first names on the rosters are Mike and Carson.
Okay.
So we'll see about that. Some of the most common birth states for the players are California, Florida, and Texas. Obvious. The oldest player is how old do you think the oldest player is?
38.
35 playing right now.
35?
Only 35.
The oldest player on what team?
In the Super Bowl.
Oh, just in the Super Bowl. Oh, you know what? I'm sorry. I'm mixing up Travis's age with Jason's age.
Right.
That I'm mixing up the two because I know because I had because I know that Jason is a couple years, 2-3 years older than Travis. So I'm mixing up the ages.
Correct.
So that would be probably Travis.
Travis.
Right.
Travis will be 36 soon, but he is 35.
Right.
Him and James Winchester, 35. And the youngest player, and I don't know who the youngest player is 21 years old playing. I don't think he's that popular.
Okay. Well, guess what? At 21... he's got lots of time to
right.
Yeah, become popular. Yeah.
The shortest player, how tall do you think the shortest player is?
5'3".
5'9". And that's the Chiefs, Hollywood Brown, and Nico Ramigo. And the Eagles also have a couple players that are 5'9".
Okay.
Jake Elliott and Kenneth Gainwell.
Okay.
The tallest players are 6'8". One is on the Eagles, Jordan Milialata. You've seen him before.
Okay.
And I'm really butchering the names.
Okay.
And then Ethan Driscoll. Right.
Okay.
And so we have 27 players that weigh more than 300 pounds. Jordan M is the heaviest one. He is coming close to 370. And the lightest...
And how tall is he?
He's 6'8".
Okay. So he's looking pretty tall and wide no matter how you... no matter how you
strong.
slice it.
He's just strong.
Yeah.
Okay. And the lightest player, Ma, how small do you think the...
180. 180.
165.
Okay.
And that person is on the Chiefs. Xavier Worthy.
Okay. Okay. Well, that person is slim. That's a slender person.
That person is slim. He's slim.
And
thick.
they run. They run a lot. That's a running position he's in.
Yes.
Yeah, because they want him lightweight. Yeah.
Yes.
Okay.
And on average, well, we don't know what will happen this season, but last season, what percentage of the U.S. watch the Super Bowl?
Percentage of what?
People.
Percentage of the American
population.
I'm going to say the 67%.
36%.
That's all?
Well, that was 125 million.
Okay.
So, which has increased from 26%.
That's wonderful. I thought it was even more than that.
I thought it was more than that. But you know, people can also watch it worldwide too.
Yeah.
So it's even more. Over 1 billion people watch the Super Bowl.
Okay, wonderful.
All right, so let's get into something that's really important before we do our predictions. So people had the sexiest quarterbacks in the NFL.
Go.
And I've seen these people, and some of them I don't agree with, and some of them I completely agree
I
with.
may not.
I'm going to show you their picture. So, guys, if you can't see the picture, go and Google them. Okay.
Okay. Go.
Doesn't have to be by in any particular order.
Okay. Just yes or no if I think they're sexy or cute or whatever.
Yes.
Okay.
So we have Joe Flacco, who is currently on the Colts. He's been around for a while. He's been playing for 15 seasons.
You know, I didn't know I was going to need my glasses. He's all right. I give him in the middle. I don't see the whole body, but his face is...
He's tall.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, he's pretty cute. I like that little rugged look. He's pretty cute.
To me...
Look, you know more about him. I know they had some jokes about him.
Okay, wait. Yes, you're right. He did win a Super Bowl with the Ravens. Wait, let's do this. Top shelf... premium or hooch?
He's premium.
Premium?
I'm giving him premium for sure. Definitely no hooch.
All right, I'll give him a premium. He won't get a hooch.
Okay.
Now, this one isn't the best picture of him, but you've seen Jordan Love.
Jordan Love is a low premium for sure.
A low premium?
Mm-hmm. You don't think Jordan Love is cute?
A low premium?
Oh, I mean a low top shelf. I'm sorry.
Yeah, that's what I was saying.
No, a low top shelf. No, my bad. No, you're right. You got me. Yeah, you're right.
I give him a top shelf.
Yeah, me too.
Probably like an 8 top shelf.
Yeah, me too.
He's tall too,
yes,
so
he's cute.
He may get about 8.5.
Yeah, okay.
Okay, we have Derek Carr, who's not bad. I give him a premium.
Yeah, he gets a mid-range premium. Mm-hmm. That's it.
Okay.
Mm-hmm.
Brock Purdy.
I can't see his face good. It just looks average.
I
can't see his face good. I can't tell with that cap.
Yeah.
Okay.
I'm not gonna.
Now look, are you giving me my?
Sorry.
Okay. No, Brock Purdy, so far, he's been lower than all the rest of them.
Yeah, he would get a low premium.
Okay.
To me, he would get like a 6.
Yeah. He looks about that. From what I can see, I don't think it's really fair because I didn't see his whole head, but what I saw, it didn't really look that great.
Now, we have Justin Herbert, who is 6'6". He's one of the tallest.
You know what the thing about him, he looks like he might be a little bit cute.
Just
I think I'm gonna have to give him about an 8.
A top shelf.
Mm-hmm. He gets about a top shelf.
He gets a top shelf.
Yep. He's looking pretty cute. Even with his hat on, he looks pretty cute.
Now we have Josh Allen. You saw Josh Allen the other night.
Josh Allen is not bad looking.
Okay.
I don't know what his other issues, but
he's tall and big.
I saw him,
Yeah.
and he's definitely getting an 8 out of me for sure.
A top shelf. Yeah, he gets about a low top shelf.
Yeah.
But he's only 6'5".
Yeah. Yeah. Well, he looks pretty good there. I saw him. Mm-hmm.
How about? Well, you don't need a picture of this man, Dak Prescott.
Dak gets a low. I'm only giving him a premium because I guess he tries hard or something. I don't know. He's getting a low premium. He's getting, what's the lowest, 6.5
No, the lowest premium is a 5.
No, well, he gets a 6. He's not the lowest.
He'll get about a 6.
Yeah.
But and Dak is about like 6'2", 6'1", he's 6'2".
Well, something, he seems wide or his head seems out of proportion. Something. I don't know. I don't mean no harm. I'm just telling you what I see. This is based on looks. You're asking me to assess their looks.
Now, you don't need a picture of Russ.
Oh, that's my cutie pie. Russ is an 8. Because Russ is just too
top shelf
cute.
8?
Yes, because Russ is too cute.
Russ will get about a 7 from me, premium 7.
Now, he's getting an 8 from me just for being cute.
This person to me doesn't get much. Caleb Williams. This is a 22-year-old.
Oh no. See, his features are distorted. I don't know what's going on there. He's got a beard. This is a profile picture.
And he's not that tall either.
And he's gonna get about a 6. He's about there with Dak.
He gets about a 5.5 from me.
Okay.
I can't give him a hooch.
Okay.
But he gets about 5.5.
All right.
Joe Burrow, you don't need you can't even see him.
Okay, now here's the thing about Joe.
Yeah.
Joe's gonna have to get 8.5 to 9.
He gets a 9 from me.
Yeah. Some
9.
people want to say 10. He ain't get nobody gets a 10. Okay,
he gets a 9.
Yeah, Joe Burrow is extremely a cutie pie.
Now Mahomes,
Patrick gets a 7.
That's about right.
Yeah,
he's not bad. But
Patrick gets a 7. You know why? And Patrick could get an 8. Patrick could get an 8 if he would chisel up that body. Patrick don't care. Because he's real excellent without doing the work. His body is not chiseled the way it should be.
He don't want all that.
Yeah.
He don't have time for that.
Yeah.
He's a dad bod.
Yeah.
That's fine.
Right. And it's
we love all body types on the Bamgboshe Happy Hour.
Of course. And it works so well for him.
Yeah.
But visually, that's why he's only getting, what did I say? A 8?
You said a 7.
A 7?
No, he doesn't get an 8.
Visually, 7. Visually, that's why he's only getting a 7.
I don't think he would get an 8, period. But what do I know?
Well, I don't know. You chisel up, things get different. Go ahead.
No, you don't just get an 8.
All right. Okay, well, that's you.
Tay Diggs is chiseled. You give him an 8?
No, but Tay Diggs, other issues with him. Never mind. Come on. He's not a sports person. He hasn't shown any, ability to play football. Go ahead.
Number 1. I don't know if it's number 1 or not. But they have Jalen Hurts, but you can't even.
Well, but here's the thing about Jalen. It's a good thing I already know how cute he is, because that picture you showed me, I wouldn't know a thing.
Can't see.
But Jalen Hurts, he's a super cutie too. He's up there with Joe Burrow. He's super
very
cutie.
Cute, yeah.
Yeah, he's a super duper cutie, and he's quiet with it. He's not all flashy. He's just a super cutie. It took me a minute to even realize how cute he was, because he's kind of subdued.
Yeah. He gets a top shelf 9.
Absolutely.
Maybe 9.5.
Oh,
but
yeah. Jalen is a super duper cutie. Yep.
Okay. Alrighty. So we gave you our opinion on all the hot quarterbacks, and some of them were not so hot.
But some of them were real hot.
Right. I didn't want to say who we're missing. I will go to hell. So I was joking. So I'll leave it alone. All right. So here comes the time when we have to give our predictions for Super Bowl 59. Do you want to go first? Or do you want me to go first?
Now, this prediction thing, is it what we think is going to happen,
yes, what you think.
We want
Not
to
what
happen?
you want to happen. What you think will happen. Crickets?
No, because I think the Eagles are going to take it. If they don't cheat, the Eagles are going to take it. I factored in something, the Eagles.
Okay. I'm thinking the Chiefs will win. I have it a close one, 35-32. Didn't say that's who I wanted to win. I just think that the refs have been in the Chiefs' pockets, and I feel like the fix is in. If I'm wrong, I'll be happily wrong, but I just don't see it.
I'm whatever. This is our, our metric, and we can do how we want to do. When I say
Right.
our, me and you, and
Yeah.
I'm doing how I want to do. I'm saying who I want to win. I have no confidence.
Well, I'm not saying
And
who I
I'm
want
not
to
having
win.
confidence in the honesty and integrity of the game.
Okay.
I'm not even going there. I'm just saying what I want because that's what I
So
want.
your prediction is what
want
you want, not what you necessarily think will happen. Or is it both?
or both.
Okay.
Or both.
All right.
I'll put it like
My
that.
prediction is what I think will happen.
I don't want to even speak that. No.
Okay. Ma, I need you to tell me 3 things that made you smile.
The sun, the stars, the moon, and the Chiefs. I mean, oh no. I meant and the game and the Eagles. Okay.
Oh God. Okay, I'm gonna go with number 1, family. Number 2,
You see,
friends.
Chiefs is in so your mouth so much because that's all we've been saying for 3 years.
I know. And number 3, Super Bowl. Really excited about this. Just gonna enjoy the day, enjoy the moment. Please let it be a good game. And let's hope that we have a different winner. I doubt it, but let's see. Anything you want to say before we go, Ma?
Yes, I want both teams to have a wonderful game. No injuries. I want an injury-free game. And, and just good luck and congratulations to both teams. And that's it.
Okay. Thank you as always, guys, for continuing to support the Bamgboshe Happy Hour. Remember to subscribe to our YouTube channel, All Things Peju, home of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour, where we're giving you recaps of the traders and also other shows, guys. Be safe out there. We will be back with a brand new episode on Thursday talking about all things Valentine's Day. Be safe. See you soon. Bye. Thanks for watching. Please subscribe and check out full episodes of the Bamgboshe Happy Hour podcast, streaming on most platforms.